I find it crazy just how much this two-party system thing in the United States has really just divided everybody. It hasn't been the main thing to divide people, you gotta consider other factors and things, excuse me. You gotta consider other factors and things such as, like, things that be happening on the streets, black people getting killed, you know what I'm saying? White privilege. We've seen it time and time again. You know what I'm saying? People deny it. People are ignorant. People say it's fake news, this and that. People just like pick and choose what they want to believe nowadays. Especially the conservatives. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may be left leaning myself, so I may have a little bias, but I don't know. I know the lefties can go crazy too, but why are we really letting this two party system thing? Like, we really letting this shit really divide us even more. Like, there's no reason to be divided, like, even more. Like, there's no reason to have even more division upon the division that there would already be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we could all just come to a common goal. I feel like one day we gotta get to a point where America is like just one system. You know what I'm saying? It's just one single system. No, not one single system. No, not one single system. I said that wrong. Like one single party. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just need one single party that we can all be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Where we all have a say. Um, Pretty central, I would say. A party like that would have to be pretty central. Hopefully left leaning. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could honestly benefit everybody to be left leaning. Like, and I feel like coming together, that would also help, because there's a lot of things, out there. You know what I'm saying? The government has really failed us this year. There's a lot of things that, could really get done if we all just come together. But no, we're too busy out here just fucking fighting each other. That's why we don't get nothing done. That's why we only end up on the headlines fucking showing how much of a fucking disgrace and how fucked up the United States really got people nowadays. You know, so we only end up on these headlines for the crazy shit that's been done. Like, nothing good. It's always just crazy, absurd, fucked up shit going on. And we really let it control our lives, huh? And I'm guilty of it too, you know what I'm saying? Usually I don't, I'm, not, I try to be open minded. But a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, like, Trump supporters just get on my nerves. Sometimes I just wish I could smack a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just be getting on your nerves, bro. Like, just pick human decency, please. But oh no, man. I feel like that's like the last thing we need right now. On top of everything going on, like, we really need to get. We need, like I was saying in my last videos, which I haven't posted yet. Like, we need reform. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together. We need to reform the system. Like I had said, the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, they didn't they didn't mean for the Constitution and, like, the system that's in place to really last more than 20 years. That's why it's written the way it is. That's why it's built the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It encourages people to protest. It encourages people to make changes to the Constitution. It encourages people to make changes to the system, because they knew that, as humans, you can't really ever create a system that's perfect. But over time, you know what I'm saying, you at least have a system that's open to change, so then that way it can be as best as it can be. You know what I'm saying? A system that is um flexible, willing to meet the demands of the people, whenever, whatever they may be, at whatever time they may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and clearly it's been way more than 20 years since we've really made any kind of significant change to any sort of constitution of the system. We need change badly. We need to change the way shit works around here. It's fucked up. Now, what's good with this COVID vaccine? I feel like in the videos that I recorded, I talked about pretty much everything. But one thing I didn't touch upon was the COVID vaccine. Like, what's up with that? Like, I don't know. Like, I get everybody is dire. I get everybody's feeling, desperate. I get everybody's just dying. That was probably not the best choice of words, to be honest. But I know everybody's out here, just really eager to just, let go of COVID. Everybody's eager to just hopefully see it go. Everybody just is, like I was like, yeah, they're just eager to everybody's just really hoping that COVID will disappear soon, you know what I'm saying? Especially with this vaccine, especially, you know what I'm saying? We're currently on like the second wave, you know, I don't even think we've hit like the peak of the second wave, so we might still be growing. I don't know if we're stabilizing anytime soon just yet. But shit, bro, like I get everybody's desperate to take this shit, bro, if it means that we could possibly stop this shit, you know what I'm saying? As soon as possible. This shit, if it works, we could possibly stop this shit right here and then. But is that really a risk that we're willing to take? I mean, like, it's super understandable, right? But like, you know what I'm saying? You see all these arguments like cancer and the smallpox and the flu, and you know what I'm saying? Even like smallpox has been around for like hundreds of years, I think, right? It was either that one or something else. It might have been like the flu or malaria or something. It's been around for like hundreds of years, right? They still don't have a single cure for it, right? And but then, you know, scientists will tell you when you have like literally basically unlimited founding, right? Like everybody and their mama is literally founding your shit. Like they're giving away a shit ton of money, almost all of their money in some cases. You know what I'm saying? Not all of their money. Let's be real. Nobody's giving away all their money, but they're giving away a shit ton of money to, you know, basically this COVID-19 vaccine research, right? So that they could, you know, craft it up. You know what I'm saying? They can make something up. They can build something as fast as possible and get it rolling out as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like maybe there's another way. What if there's a way to get rid of it with like a natural way, like with some kind of like leaves or something, or you know what I'm saying, since the CDC changed what herd immunity means, which before they changed it, it said in the CDC website, I believe, I didn't check it myself, this is what I heard, is that it said that herd immunity was basically when you basically just expose a bunch of people to like a virus or something, like, you know, a disease where you basically just expose a large population of them to it. And I guess, you know, you're bound to have like maybe some deaths, but the way it works is you just expose them to it so that then their immune system and shit, and that, you know, their bodies, you know, they pick up the code of the disease, and then they instantly start, like the way that our bodies work, they instantly start to build, you know what I'm saying, like virus protection. They instantly start to build something to, you know, enzymes, whatever the fuck it is, to fight shit back, you know what I'm saying? Like our bodies be quick with it. And I fuck with it, but you know, obviously, you know, we're not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like we're maybe decent, but we honestly could be better at that shit. But yeah, like our bodies be building up like antivirus shits over time to try and fight it away, and over time, you grow cells that basically already know the virus, right? They know the whole entire code of the virus, so they just become immune to it, and that's for what herd immunity originally was. But then they changed it to herd immunity just being a bunch of people just getting a vaccine, pretty much, and then becoming basically immune, because I guess that's kind of what a vaccine does, right? It basically kind of helps your shit build things that can help you fight back against it. But like we only know short term, like as far as we know, we only really know, and I don't even think it's like we know 100% of it. But right now we only really know about short term effects. Like people gotta realize that long term effects are a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's had it, nobody's taken it, nobody's been tested long enough for a foolproof, long, like what's the word? I lost my train of thought. Like nobody's had it long enough to be tested for like a foolproof, like long term effects. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't been tested for it, so there's no way to know if there's anything possibly that could go wrong in the future. Like maybe at first, maybe you'll be feeling fine. I hope that those same vaccines that are giving to, Biden and Kamala and old people, those better be the same vaccines that they're giving to us, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying, you're giving that to an old man. That's a lot to put on that old man, man. Biden is 79, bro. That's a lot to put on that man, bro. God forbid, you know what I'm saying. That man is 79. You already know his shit is probably not the strongest, you know what I'm saying. But, I mean, shit, he took it, but I know he takes the repercussions necessary. Like, I felt like, I don't like it when people do that shit, especially people with power, people, like, with a high image, high in influence. Of course, he had to take it. He probably didn't even have to take it, you know what I'm saying? I know Biden takes care of himself. He's not like Trump. He actually takes care of what he does. He goes around wearing masks, usually taking the proper precautions. But I don't even know. He had to take it to try and convince the American people that it's okay. And I'm just saying that better be the same vaccine. They better not be giving him like some kind of like one off. You know what I'm saying? Like specially mutated version that is like 100% foolproof. Like fuck out of here. You better give him the same vaccine we're all taking. Like don't come at me with that bullshit, bro. If I come to find out, bro, this vaccine, bro, really is. You know what I'm saying? It really be tracking your shit, bro. If I come to find out that this shit really has the tracking chip that had 666 on it, bro. Let me find out, bro. Let me fucking find out, bro. But apparently not. That was just to track where the vaccines go. It's not, apparently not really in it. Like they're not inserting any kind of chip into you that will actually track you. But I don't think that would really matter anyway because like your phone is always constantly tapped and bugged into anyway. I mean you know they have admitted to it. And within that, you know what I'm saying? I also said last time, like, less than 50% of conspiracy theories are true. You know, like, considering what the fuck people just did to the Capitol building, bro, like, seeing how much of, like, a cult that is, bro, like, you gotta realize, like, the cult of people, right, that are out here holding Confederate flags, pretending to be patriots while holding the flag of a traitor country that seceded from the Union. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I heard somebody make a good analogy. It's like walking to a fucking McDonald's saying that you love the fucking Big Mac, but you know what I'm saying, you're literally covering up the Big Mac with a Whopper wrapper. You know what I'm saying? Like praising the big old Burger King while you're at McDonald's, like praising and preaching about the fact that you love fucking Mickey D's. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't make any fucking sense. Like which one are you? Are you pretending to be, or like do you get to pick and choose now? Like, are there levels to this shit now? Like, is there like some kind of traitor patriotism? Like, what are you like? They're holding like it's like I know people who would be fucking dumb enough to hold like a fucking Confederate flag and a fucking American flag and probably like a Trump flag, all three at once. Like, I feel like that just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? And those same people, you know what I'm saying, all these culty fucking, you know what I'm saying, righties that are fucking sucking on Trump's balls, like, all these people be the ones making them conspiracy theories that I was talking about the other day, you know what I'm saying? I said likely less than 50%. I'm thinking I might need to go lower. I'm thinking possibly like 10%, if even that, of like actual conspiracies have any kind of truth to them, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to, keep people in power in check, which is I guess where I can, link all of this back to what I was saying in the beginning of we need to hold people responsible. We need to hold people accountable for this shit, you know what I'm saying? We need to come together, don't let this fucking political boundary, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the parties, Democrat, Republican, whatever the fuck. You ever notice how they're literally the only two fucking they're literally like the only two parties? Like they don't ever really allow any other party, like I don't see any other party ever really getting up there, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's always going to be those two. Like, they're always going to have that division between the American people, you know what I'm saying? You're like, look how close all of the races have been, bro. It's not like one party is you know, clearly losing people or something. At least I don't think so. There might be a trend that red people, like Republicans might be, and conservatives might be losing people because I remember seeing this chart of young people like under 20 or like young, maybe I don't remember, it might have been under 18, like 16 or something like that, or like 18-year-olds who, or like people who are like on the fringe, on like the say on the on the brink of being able to vote, but they're not able to vote yet. You know what I'm saying? I seen that literally the whole map, right, based on some shit, right, like young voters, or maybe it was people that voted, but yeah, based on young voters, bro, like the whole map for the future looks blue. You know what I'm saying? Like there was barely only like I don't even know, like it had to have definitely been less than 10, probably like 5 states. Might have been 10. I mean, I don't remember. It was like it's like just fucking a shit ton of blue. It's like so much blue everywhere, bro. Like I know the young people of America, bro. Most of them tend to lean blue, bro, and I feel like that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Maybe we can come to terms with something. Maybe we can you know what I'm saying, abolish one of them. Maybe we can abolish one of the parties, and then we would just all be so much more united. Maybe we can make a compromise to be more center left than like super left. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's a radical, like fucking liberal, fucking communist, socialist, whatever. Not like, to be honest, I don't think socialism really sounds that bad. I mean, you're gonna think that I'm a socialist because of that, but no, not really. I don't think the United. I'm not saying that I think the United States should work like that. But you ever just sit down and think about it for a second? Like, I get equal opportunity and everything, but I think you're focusing too much on those two words. You know what I'm saying? I think you're focusing too much on equal opportunity. I don't think you realize how far, how much detail you have to add to those two words. You know what I'm saying? Like, saying them out loud is like saying pro-life, right? Like, if you had no idea, if you had no kind of outer information, if you had no kind of underlying, you know what I'm saying, like, if you did no research, if you had no kind of idea on what like pro-choice, pro-life was, like, say you're from a different country, you have no idea what you like, you come across two Americans fucking battling it out, right, having an argument, you hear the words pro-choice this, you know, pro-life that, you're gonna think that pro-lifers are, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna instantly think, oh, they're the good guys, right? I mean, pro-life, that sounds right, that sounds good. Pro-life sounds like something I could get along with. You know what I'm saying? I like the sound of that. But then is this those same pro-life motherfuckers that think that it's okay to give people the death penalty, and that think it's okay that they're literally like somehow they're mixing in religion with Charles Darwin's fucking idea of evolution, which I'm pretty sure Charles Darwin said that like white people were more advanced than black people. I have a feeling somehow that got involved with like religion or some shit, because clearly nowhere in the Bible does it say that white people are more, you know what I'm saying, supreme. That's one point for Bible and religion. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere in there does it say that, you know, any religion or any race or any of that is superior to the other. Like, we're all built, you know, the same, you know. I feel like that should just be a concept that should just be known everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We're in the year 2000 now. We've been around for enough time. Like, look how much science, like, you know, science. Look at everything we've accomplished. You know what I'm saying, so far, and look how speedy we are now, bro. Look at how fast we're advancing in technology, and we're only gonna keep getting faster. It's like we're getting more advanced and more advanced, but somehow you still have dumbass fucks that like still think that because they're the color of their skin that they gained by simply not being in Africa, maybe being like cave people, so not getting too much sun at all. Maybe they got into a more area with like big trees or like a big mountain that covered them from like a lot of the sun. Maybe like cave people like that. You know what I'm saying? Just not out, you know, in the African like bare fucking dry deserts, like bare fucking sun hitting their skin all of the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't they realize that we all originated from Africa? If anything, I'm pretty sure Charles Darwin said that. So like, why wouldn't they have some respect? But apparently Charles Darwin may have said that. You know what I'm saying? He believed that black people were closer related to monkeys and apes or whatever. So that he believed that white people were more advanced. You know what I'm saying? And like they were more, um, they were more fucking advanced, and like they were like, you know what I'm saying, superior. Like they were more, they were the more advanced beings. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure Charles Darwin. I read somewhere that it said that he said that, you know what I'm saying, he felt that black people like are just like, you know, lacking. They're lacking behind. You know what I'm saying? And then the white people are superior and, you know, more advanced and all it is. Blah 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 blah. And that's not fucking true, my guy. That's just not fucking true. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like a fucking, you do realize a black man can be an albino, right? Like that man can be white as fuck. And Jesus was born in Israel, if anything, right? So like, you know, for all these Christians, it's like I don't understand righties sometimes, bro. It's like, what the fuck are you fighting for? Like, what do you believe in, bro? Like, why? Like, how are you more conflicted than me? Like, you do realize he was born in Israel, right? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he lived there. He was born in Israel, Bethlehem. Like, yeah, Bethlehem, I believe. And he was. That's because Israel is literally on the brink of both Europe, Asia, and Africa. So he was pretty much a mix of all of them. So anybody, that's pretty much the basis of where everybody lived. Like, you ever notice how nobody was ever really born in the Americas? Like, nobody ever really evolved in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really get like different traits just by being in the Americas. I guess maybe American Indians, they kind of have their own little look. But like, you ever notice how like, well, actually, we evolved in Africa. Hold on, no, let me not confuse myself. I'm getting into some dumb shit. Hold on. So we did involve in Africa. We never involved in China. We never involved in Europe. If you believe the theory of evolution, that is, we never evolved there. However, we did assimilate. We humans, in case people didn't know, we're all humans, so we're good at adapting. You know what I'm saying? So since humans are good at adapting, you know what I'm saying, you leave a certain spot, you go somewhere else, you're gonna maybe pick up something else. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you live in a very different environment, or maybe just a little bit of a different environment, you're gonna look a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick up different traits, especially if it helps you. Like, you spend a lot of time in the water. You spend 40 accumulative years of your life in the water. For all you know, you're gonna start growing webbed feet. You're gonna start growing a fucking dorsal fin. Like, who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are good at adapting. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fucking people are only white because they fucking immigrated away from fucking Africa, and then they became whiter over time. You know what I'm saying? They probably got less sunlight. I don't even know why Asian people got, like, you know, their kind of look to them. I'm pretty sure there's probably more of an explanation on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously Asian people got their own little look. I don't know if it's racist to say, but, you know, we all know the fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got, like, squintier looking eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where the fuck that comes from. Maybe that's because, I don't fucking know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all, you know what I'm saying? That's where the three main people were at first. Like, there was a time where there was literally nobody in the Americas. Like, what the fuck was going on in the Americas, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why there's so much alien activity there, too. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Like, the deserts, Chile, you know what I'm saying? Roswell, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why do I feel like there's just so much, like, I mean, I don't, is aliens really still a conspiracy theory? I mean, it's confirmed. What am I talking about? It's been confirmed, bro. It's been confirmed by the government and everything. Like, yeah, what am I talking about? Like, they talked about a galactic federation and everything, bro. They talked about galactic federations, us possibly joining, maybe. They talked about the possibility. Somebody talked about the possibility of all these civilizations already met each other and they already wiped each other out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some wiped themselves out or they wiped each other out. You know what I'm saying? That's a big possibility too. Maybe that's why we don't see as many of them. Maybe we'd be seeing so many more aliens flying around if so many of them didn't wipe themselves out, and that we better not be next. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid. But, you know, we humans can be a bit dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, we probably gonna try to do some shit. We're gonna see some aliens. We gonna look at their ship. We're gonna be like, damn, that ship looks advanced. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what we could do if we got our hands on one of those. Then we're gonna fuck some shit up. And we're just gonna anger a whole lot of fucking aliens. Probably. Because we're gonna try to probably steal somebody's ship. Try to reverse engineer that shit. Like, bro. I don't know. Aliens, just stay away, bro. Honestly, I think it's just better for everybody. But then again, no, because I kind of, you know, it's just curiosity gets the best of you. You kind of just want to know what the fuck them bitches look like. So you're just like, yeah, fuck it, come on down. Like, I want to see what the fuck you look like. Like, I want to see what the fuck you can show us. Like, tell us stories, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't know, bro. Was God an alien? You know what I'm saying? Is this vaccine, you know what I'm saying? Like, should we really be taking this shit? Like, I've never been anti-vax, you know. I never really grew up around that. I've taken all of my vaccines, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate how there's so much, like, that people be bringing into things that are relevant to today's society, to today's world, you know what I'm saying? They be bringing in so much, like, convoluted shit, you know what I'm saying? They be bringing in conspiracy theories mixed in with biblical, you know, scripture, mixed in with a prophecy, mixed in with fucking full-on retardedness. Like, what's going on at the Capitol building? Like, you're literally mad about the fact that your fucking daddy senpai, the fact that your literal fucking dog master didn't fucking win. Like, he literally lost fair and square, bro. Like, y'all are some sore ass losers, dog. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You're mad that your fucking senpai fucking daddy that puts his ball that you literally would die if he put his balls in your mouth. Like you're mad that he lost fair and square, so you gotta go and make up this idea, and then you gotta have this mob mentality, right? Like, I feel like that's where all of these shits be coming from, bro. All of these different conflicting shits about this and that. Like, it's good to hold the government accountable. Like, I can't lie. Like, that's why I listen to it. Because, like, what is there some truth to it, right? Like, you can't put too much, trust on any group of people. Like, nobody. No, whoever they are, you can't. No matter how good the government may seem, you know what I'm saying, we still can never put too much trust on them, you know what I'm saying? We can't put too much trust on any group of people to govern us, and you know what I'm saying, to have so much control over us. And they do right now. They're literally, like, always fucking, you know what I'm saying, infringing upon our rights. They're always, like, closing the gap, you know what I'm saying? They're always taking away our rights, this and that, and this and that, with, like, every new act that passes. Like, we need to hold these motherfuckers accountable, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I don't know what's what. Like, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, Jesus is coming back. You know what I'm saying? We got crime, war, famine, like genocide, all of it happening at the same time. It did say that, around times like that, maybe he might be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So, what if there's truth to that? You know what I'm saying? I was hearing this argument. Everything's got to have an origin. I believe science. That's where science falls a little bit short. You know what I'm saying? Theory of evolution. I mean, if Charles Darwin really said all that, I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's a big like blow to the gut. You know what I'm saying? That's a big like hit. That's a big blow to the gut if Charles Darwin really said that. Like, that's gonna make me lose a lot of respect in that idea. Like, I never really truly believed it in the first place, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been conflicted about that. Like, I've been open. If anything new comes out, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably make my decision then. But like, I like still throughout all this time, I've been conflicted on where we really come from. So they make that argument, right? Like, we all have an origin. Possibly could be God. Maybe He did create us, or maybe we're just in a simulation. So then we were just like, maybe we were just started up. Maybe we were booted up, and we're all just lines of code, and we can't see it. Like, who knows? But we're sentient beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't throw all this information in my face. Like, what is what? Like, is Jesus really coming back? Is this really all a prophecy that is really being fulfilled right now, right before our very eyes? Like, should I start praying? Should I start repenting? Should I start doing something? Cause like, if I come to find out that this man God really has some strict ass rules to getting in heaven, like I already told him, like, if you're a really just God, no disrespect, all respect, absolutely all respect, but all due respect. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, from what I've read, from what I've seen, that if you're a truly just God, that if you know what I'm saying, if you're a truly just God, caring God, loving, in any sense of the word, in any way, even in the slightest bit what people say that God is, I know he's gonna be an open minded person. He has to be. He can't not be open minded. He has to understand where I'm coming from. People like me, people who are like agnostic, I'm saying, people who just don't believe that there's enough right now. Like, I'm not gonna base my whole entire life of worshiping somebody that I don't know is really real. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't sit right with me. I guess somebody could see it as insurance, but it sits even less right with me to try and fake something like that just for insurance. Like, I already tried doing that. Like, I already said that one time to one of my friends. Like, yeah, I don't know if he's real, but I guess it's just good to have that insurance, you know what I'm saying? And say that, I believe in him, and like, maybe spread his word here and there. Like, it's good to just, like, say that I believe in him and shit just for insurance purposes, right? Like, if he ever were to come back, I would want to go with him, because hell does not sound pleasant. Nobody wants to go there. But I'm like, I don't know, it just seems like a fear tactic, you know what I'm saying? Classic stuff. And then you have the guy who's clearly good and the guy who's clearly bad. It seems like it could possibly be a story, like I said. Like he's got to understand that. We humans be making up some intricate stories, some intricate stuff. Maybe he was just a man on some weed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was just on some shrooms. Maybe he was an alien. Maybe he was a time traveler. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was an alien. Maybe he was a glitch in a simulation. Maybe he was just God and had like extraordinary abilities. But how can we know? Like, he left too much open for interpretation. I just simply don't think that's fair, and I know he wouldn't care if I think it's fair. But I'm pretty sure everybody should feel that way too, man. Like, if you're an open-minded person, somebody who's just not just closed-minded, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think outside the box here. You gotta think open-minded here. Like, I know when you're closed-minded, it's easy to just say, yeah, God is this, God is love, God is life, God is everything. Boom, boom, the end. No more needs to be said. Worship God or go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say that when you're closed-minded, but like, you gotta think outside the box here, people. Like, you gotta think. You gotta think rationally. You gotta think. You gotta challenge your own way of thinking, which is what I was saying last time. Like, it sucks being open-minded, bro. Because, like, bro, like, you don't know what is what, bro. You don't know what the fuck, bro. Hold on. Damn, they really got how many people in there? They got 8 people in there? That's a whole lot of people, bro. They're having a whole clusterfuck in anyway. I don't know, man. Shit is just crazy nowadays, bro. Like, who knows what we're heading into, bro? I just hope it isn't that bad, bro. Like, there's so much shit out here in the world, bro. There's so much shit. Like, I wish it was all just super simple, man. There's so much shit. And, like, you always have people that are just trying to convince you of one thing or another. And you don't know what to believe, man. Especially when you're somebody like me, bro. Like that book I told you about, bro, 1900. Barron Trump saying that he was a time traveler who was going to be the last president. This book was written in 1896. It was called 1900, The Last President. And it was a part of the Barron Trump series. I don't have to go over it. You know what I'm saying? He has a hotel in Fifth Avenue, New York, which wasn't actually there at the time. That is a hotel named after him, like, you know, Trump Tower in Fifth Avenue, New York. Like, that's a coincidence right there in itself. A fucking big one, if we're being honest. Barron Trump, also the son of fucking Donald Trump. He has a son named Barron Trump. And then in the story, he meets a guy named Pence. You know what I'm saying? Which is our fucking vice president. Like, tell me, bro. Tell me you don't see how that's just like, yeah, it's like, coincidence is a thing, right? And it's a coincidence for a reason. But at one point, like, you have to realize that, like, a coincidence isn't like science. You know what I'm saying? It isn't like, you know, crazy shit where on its own it's like foolproof. It's just not. Like, you simply can't. Like, at what point do you realize that you can't just simply put everything into the category of coincidence? Like, what if this is like, I feel like this is too good to be like a coincidence. Like, it's like one of those like crazy, insane coincidences that if it really is a coincidence, oh my, that has to be like rarer than the Earth existing. Like, that has to be like rare as fuck. That has to be like a crazy fucking occurrence. If you're really thinking me that you believe that that's a coincidence, I don't know though. I feel like there's more to it, but what's what, bro? Like, all these religions, bro, nowadays, bro, it's like there's so many ways to get divided, and you still have people out here. Apparently, Africans still have slaves. You have people who are still doing genocide. You know what I'm saying? Russian and the Uyghur Muslims, not Russians, Chinese. You know, no, my bad, Russians. I didn't mean to say Russian. But yeah, you got the Chinese out here doing genocides and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shades of 100 years ago. Like, you'd think that they'd know better by now, bro. You'd think that we'd be advancing, bro. But we still stay doing the same fucking dumbass fucking mistakes. Stay doing the same dumbass shit, bro. Always. And now we have all this artillery, bro. We have all these nuclear weapons that we don't know what the fuck to do with. That we don't fucking need. We never should have had them in the first place. Whoever invented guns is dumb. We should have just handled every single fight, every single war. We should have handled it as a fist fight. Like, there was no need for guns, bro. Guns would be the death of us, bro, if we don't fucking do something, bro. I swear to God. Guns are the death of everybody, bro. Like, why did we have to invent them, bro? Like, I get it. Females can't always defend themselves. Just leave it at knives. Leave it at samurai swords for all I care. Like, let them have fucking wars with samurai swords. Let them all be samurais going out there, like dancing to the Samurai Jack songs. Samurai, samurai, samurai Jack. Whatcha? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, like crazy shit, but nah. That's too good to be true, right? But yeah, man, like, we have to see, bro, like, crazy coincidences, bro. Like, the fact that Biden's campaign number, by the way, is 2020 divided by 666. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy coincidence, right? Like, if you were to believe that that's a coincidence, that's like one of those things that you can, like, but when it comes to numbers, if you're doing a thing like numbers like that, bro, like that's a coincidence. That example I just gave, that one has something to do with numbers, right? So you can pretty much figure out, like, I'm pretty sure there's a way to figure out, like, what are the odds of that being like a fucking coincidence, right? If it really is just a coincidence, it's like one of those crazy ones. I know it just seems kind of simple, you know, 2020 divided by 666. It's exactly his campaign number, though. Like, literally, like, to the dot. Like, it's a bunch of numbers. And it's literally exactly that. 2020 divided by 666 is literally exactly that. Like, they're only off by one number because it they're only off by one of the last numbers because it didn't fit in. You know what I'm saying? It's not on the campaign number. It's not a different or wrong number. It's just not on there. But literally, other than that, it's literally exactly it. It's exactly that. And that's crazy. Like, I feel like there's a way to find out mathematically how rare of a coincidence something like that would have to be. And if it isn't, what are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to tell us like they know something that we don't? Are they really that confident that Satan is real and they're really trying to worship that man? Or like what? He's the master. Like Satan is the master deceiver. So like what? Like are they trying to tell us that Satan is really God? Like see, with that, like you can't. You're not gonna win that. Like you're not gonna get anywhere with that. Like especially as a Christian, me as a previous Christian, you already know you're not gonna get anywhere with that because everywhere in the Bible it says he's the master deceptor, right? He's the master of deceiving. But even though God killed like over 1 billion people, and Satan only killed like 6 people or like 4 people, I don't know how many, 8 people maybe tops. Like Satan really only killed like 6 people in the Bible, I believe, or at least one version of them. While God literally killed 1 billion people, right? Like you say something like that, it really gets you thinking. But like it literally like the Bible in its own right like has like self warranty with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It has like self insurance with that because it tells you the Satan is gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? He's the master manipulator. He's the master deceiver. He's gonna try to deceive you by pretending to be all this shit, pretending to be all this good shit, pretending to be money or a bad bitch or this and that. Like I don't know. Somehow apparently the man's like a shapeshifter or something, so he's gonna transform into a badass baddie and cause you to do some dumb shit. So apparently, but like that's actual like scripture, you know what I'm saying? Like that's actual scripture. Like you feel like we have a right to ask God questions. Like I feel like God should understand. Like his people want to ask him some questions. Like I swear nowhere in the Bible does it say that you can't ask God questions. Well, maybe I feel like maybe there is a passage like that, like oh thou shalt not question what God does. But I'm not the most educated in the Bible. But like bro, God should understand, man. Y'all know, bro. Especially with like him realizing that the Old Testament was kind of fucked up, and I'm saying that those were like traditional or like ceremonial laws or something like that. I forgot the difference between all that, and he realized that, he didn't really feel like those were right. I wouldn't say fucked up, but he didn't feel like everything that was in there was right. So he had a New Testament made, things like that. Like he realizes that maybe, maybe he might just maybe he made a little slight mislap in judgment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe he should be able to see that. Maybe be open to the idea that maybe he did. You know, like you gotta question that, man. You gotta question God. Like why are 1 billion people being killed? Like I know we're supposed to be your creations, right? But like, does that really make it any better? Like, are we really gonna? I mean, yes, I guess we can put him on that high pedestal, but it's like, man, it's like it's really like it's really not that far from a parent killing their baby, bro. Like you gotta think about that. And no, not in the ways of abortion, right? Like when the baby isn't even born and it doesn't really have a heartbeat, unless if it's like late into the pregnancy, which at that point it just seems a bit cruel to really kill a baby like that. Like yeah, I get it, but if like there's levels to this shit. If you can get the fetus before it's even developed like a heartbeat or nothing or something like that, like if you can get it really early, who gives a fuck? It's like every other sperm. Like niggas nut every day. Like niggas nut every day, b. You got motherfuckers nutting on Pornhub, fucking daily, bro, twice a day or every other day, bro. Like we literally lose like millions of babies, don't we? When we fucking nut, we literally are ejaculating like hundreds of thousands, millions of babies, even potential babies. But just because they didn't get to reach another egg, you know what I'm saying, and they didn't kinda, you know what I'm saying, they didn't kind of make the preps to start. You know what I'm saying? The process of making an actual child. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even an actual like child still. It's like a fucking like little tadpole fish. You know what I'm saying? Like every animal looks basically the same when they're an embryo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like like it's not even like that. Like he that ass killed 1 billion people, and like did he tell them like? I feel like that's a bit cruel, you know. Like, yeah, he may be almighty, he may have created this, and I still would have to respect that man. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely respect him. I definitely, nothing but respect. And I don't want to mess with somebody like that. But it's like, I gotta question it. Like, are you really what they say you are? Like 1 billion people killed, and some other stuff too that was said, especially in that first testament. When he was alive. I'm pretty sure the second testament. Although I shouldn't say stuff like this because, like I said, I'm not the most educated. But from what I know, the second testament wasn't even written while he was alive. It was apparently written afterwards or something like that. At least that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? But while he was alive, he was writing things like it's okay to own slaves and all this and stuff like that. Like, I know it's traditional and ceremonialized, but like, bro. But I know, yes, he also did teach good things. Thou shalt not kill nobody. No adultery, technically cheating. No cheating. I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should just honestly live like that. That should be like a life thing. No killing also should be a life thing. Like, he didn't say bad stuff. He didn't preach you to do anything bad. But like, you gotta question, what I'm saying, where you be coming from sometimes. You gotta question your creator. It's like asking your parents, like, yo, like, I get you're my dad and all, and nothing but respect, and I know you cared for me and all. Like, you've done a lot for me, but from what I've heard, what I'm saying, you was out here, like, mutilating babies and puppies and killing innocent women in the streets. It's like, kind of like saying that, like, you kind of feel like you might be able to put it past them, but at the end of the day, you just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 billion people dying, seriously. Like, did he really give them that much of a chance? Like, couldn't he have found forgiveness in his heart? I mean, he preaches forgiveness. I don't think they, like, 1 billion people were too far gone that he had to kill them. Were they really that far gone? Like, did they even know about Jesus? Like, is he gonna punish them without them even knowing about him? Like, he does realize how he created us, right? Like, he made us he made us to be born as a product of our environment. You know what I'm saying? We know nothing when we're born. We pick it all up. We're not racist. We're not xenophobic. We're not homophobic. We're not any of that when we're born. It's all taught by our parents. It's all taught by our experiences. We become, and everything we do, everything we act upon is based off of our experiences. So if we're just unlucky, born into a family that doesn't really, know about God like that, never really got into it, we wouldn't be Christians. And then what would happen? God would just kill us? Like, what about the argument I made about before Jesus was even here on earth, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't read into it. I don't know, maybe it might say something about it in the Bible. Like I said, this is why he's talking about it, but it's like, God, it's so much research to do, bro. I should have probably done like the most research ever before talking about something like this. I feel like it would have made myself sound more smart. But I honestly doubt that there is something in the Bible that says something about it, but literally, like, what about before he came back as Jesus? Like, what about all that time that he wasn't here? Like, there was still humans here in the BCE areas, before Common Area, the Egyptians, pyramids, you know what I'm saying? Like, the pyramids are as old to the Romans or, like, the Greeks as... No, not the Greeks. Like, the pyramids are as old to the Romans as the Romans are as old... No, hold on. The pyramids are as old to the Romans as the Romans are as old to us. Like, people, like, shit has been around for a while. And back then, the only technology they had was a wheel. So, like, what's up with that pyramid? You really telling me that's a feat of strength? Maybe that's where they got gods from, bro. Maybe they was drinking something out there in Egypt, bro. Maybe they was drinking some camel water and gave them superpowers. Who fucking knows? I ain't seen nobody do some crazy shit like that recently, though. I mean, I ain't never seen, people down there, they don't seem that super, They don't seem that super saiyan, Maybe only like Muhammad Salah, but like that's a one-off. But yeah, like, who knows what it is, bro? Like, we all know there's be strange shit, bro, on Earth. Like, the supernatural, bro. Like, you can't just say that science... I was saying that science is pretty foolproof, but now that I think about it, there is a lot to doubt, a lot of science. Science definitely does exist. It's, like, pretty much just, like, the study of things. It's not, like, a religion or nothing like that. I feel like I'm comparing it too much to, like, a religion. But, like, it's, like, the study of things. But it's, like... There's certain things that you just can't study, like the supernatural. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, science itself admits that it's, like, a thing, Like, supernatural phenomena, You know, saying like, are ghosts real? You know, people. I've had many people tell me, like my aunt tell me that. You know, what I'm saying I'm not here to doubt it. You know, what I'm saying I've had my aunt says she experiences that stuff, and she cool with it. You know, what I'm saying I'm sure that there are like peaceful souls. You know, what I'm saying if ghosts are a thing, maybe they don't have to be as bad as portrayed in the movies. You know, always trying to do some. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there are peaceful spirits out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're just hungry ghosts, like that one that y'all ever seen Glitched? Maybe not. Maybe they're just some hungry ghosts. They're hungry. They're hungry men. They're hungry ghosts. They need to eat some food before they go. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, are ghosts real? Like, do you really believe in all that? Like, is spirituality real? Like, do we really have a third eye that the government's trying to suppress with fluoride? And, is the Illuminati even around? Or is that just a cover up for, like, a secret Masonic, like, society or something like that? Like what really is out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening, bro? Like, what's the point of all these conspiracy? Like, I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't fuck being like around all this shit. I should just be closed minded. Like this is literally all that I was saying on the videos that I said last time, bro. That I made last time is I should honestly just be closed minded. It's easier, but no, I can't promote that. I hate closed mindedness, but I understand, bro. I honestly do understand. I can't blame y'all for that, bro. If y'all feel like you're closed minded, I honestly don't blame y'all. I don't respect it really, but I can see it, bro. It's just easier sometimes, bro. It's easier to not really, worry about or really care about too much. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to just not really think about stuff that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you feel like in like some sort of like limited amount of time you never really find out about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like finding out like what's in like it's kind of like mapping the whole entire observable universe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's constantly drifting away from us. If you were to believe science and the Big Bang Theory and like the theory of inflation, like it's constantly like floating away from us. Like there are pockets of space. There are pockets of like there are a lot of areas in the observable universe that are so far away from us that we'll never get to experience them or even hope to see them in a limited amount of time forever. Like, no matter what, because it's just flying away from us that fast that light in an unlimited amount of time, like literally infinity, for like a Googleplex, like million years, a Googleplex, whatever years, like never would never reach us because it is simply expanding faster than what I'm saying than we can see it. You know what I'm saying? Than the light around, like that it emits or something. And isn't that crazy? Maybe that's how ghosts exist, because we see ghosts, according to science, we see ghost stars. Like, if you look at a constellation millions of light years away, you look at a star millions of light years away, or at least thousands, I should say. Maybe not millions. Maybe that's a bit harsh. Can we even see that far? I don't know. Maybe through some kind of crazy telescope, but like thousands of light years away. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah. We definitely can. But like, yeah, like a star millions of light years away, huge. That star is probably gone. That star, we're literally looking at a fucking ghost. Like, isn't that crazy? That at any point in time, like, something is that big in a realm, bro, in like floating in space. Something is so big, but so far away that we as humans are seeing it. But at like in actual present time, like where we are right now as humans, like if it was any closer to us, like if it was like as close as the moon is, it wouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're literally looking at the ghost. Like, we're looking at at how it looked 2 million years ago, because that's how long the light took to reach us. So we're seeing what it looked like. Like, isn't that fucking crazy? Like, look at all this phenomenon. Like, look how, like, life will always be stranger than fiction, bro. Life will always be stranger than folk tales and like like fucking mythology and shit. Like, it all comes from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not all mythology. Like, we do slice it a bit, but in a way, everything that humans create, any work of art, any like idea, you know what I'm saying? Like, we humans are not that creative. Like I said, Steve Harvey said it really well one time. I don't remember the exact quote, but he said, us humans are smart, we're intelligent. Like I said, we are able to create an intricate things, but we're not that intelligent to just completely make something up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? To have no kind of, ground to start upon, you know what I'm saying? No kind of inspiration to take from something, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least you gotta take inspiration from something. Like when it comes to Shrek, they took inspiration from that one French fighter dude. You know, when it came to fucking other things, you know, they took inspiration from something else. When it came to the light bulb, they probably saw a torch, right? A torch being lit up in a cave so that they could see. They thought, can we bring this in like a more like practical way? And then boom, we invented a light bulb, but something kind of similar to it already existed. So like, where did, you know what I'm saying, where did all these myths and beasts come from? Like, it's easy to see, you know, myths and beasts, you know what I'm saying, maybe they just seen like an overly grown something, maybe they seen, you know, like something flying in the skies. Maybe it was dark at night, so they couldn't see very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to see how people can exaggerate things that are already existing. You know what I'm saying? With their mind, the minds have a great ability to do that. But it always kind of has to originate from something. You know, like we have to take inspiration from at least something. Like you gotta have a glimpse of, you know what I'm saying, like thought of something to bring upon an idea of something that no matter how fucking new or like unknown or interesting it may be to everybody else, like or to yourself, like you pretty much had to have seen something like at least like it. You know, I'm kind of fucking I'm fumbling myself. I hope that made sense. I'm trying to make sense of it myself. I'm trying to make sense here, but I don't think that made sense. I hope that did though. I don't think so though. But yeah, like you gotta take like inspiration, bro. So like, where did the idea of gods come from? You know, could it have been just a man like Usain Bolt? You know, did they see somebody like running like as fast as that man? They thought, hey, bro, that man can't be real. That man is from somewhere else that we don't know about. Could they have seen aliens coming down from the sky? So that's why pretty much like every god ever is is thought about and, you know, considered coming down from the skies. Like, what did we ever see anything coming down from the skies? Like, why did we why do you know what I'm saying, why do we like all like almost around every single culture and religion everywhere in the world we associate the sky like it's literally just like blue with clouds. Like, yeah, it's like, you know, big and it's like cool or whatever, but like, why do we always associate like heavens, like the sky with a heaven? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we associate that with, you know, greater beings being up there? You know, why do we always associate that with, you know, great, powerful, good gods coming from up there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did we see? Did maybe they saw somebody in the clouds? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they were seeing that, you know, that effect that like our brains are good at seeing like faces and things, and we're good at like, you know, sometimes seeing things that aren't really there. You know, especially like faces and like similar things. Maybe they saw like a face in the clouds and they thought, hey man, what is that? Could that, you know, maybe I could make a story out of this, you know, the great cloud giant. You know what I'm saying? Like some sort of mythical entity, you know, person made out of cloud. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that started it all, or maybe they just seen aliens come down from the heavens. Like we all seen it like in the Egyptian world, bro. Like ancient times, bro. Like there had to have been some kind of contact made. Like around times like that, you know, gods were huge. Like super huge. And a lot of times it helps them get through shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but most of the time you see gods as, you know, originating from like something in the sky or from the sky. Like, you know, you have the sun god, you have the this god, that god, but most of the time you always see them like up against a sky background or coming from like the heavens, you know, saying the sky, and then somehow there's like Satan, which comes from, and like Hades and stuff that comes from like the underworld. But even then, like you have like gods of the seas. Technically, they're underground, but they're not evil. They control the seas, which are like below sea level. They're below our feet. They're below ground. That doesn't make them evil though. So like, why are Hades and, you know, like the devil, like what? Like he's always perceived as being hell, and hell is always perceived as being below heaven, like below the sky. So like technically underground, like almost below earth even. But what's below us is our feet. What's below us is our ground and underground, like the core, the mantle of the earth. It's hot. Did they know that around the time of Jesus? Like maybe that's what, like maybe that's why they said that, you know, that's hell, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they knew, since they see like magma and shit come out of the ground sometimes. They see, you know, volcanoes exploding, and volcanoes have erupted and taken out cities like Pompeii and Krakatoa, which pretty much caused like a year-long fucking winter around the whole entire world. Like it should be like volcanoes be going crazy. But volcanoes, they have like you realize that they come pretty much from underground, and they spew up fucking big. When they erupt, they spew up big fucking fiery balls of deathly lava. So like that, seeing how like volcanoes could kill a person and have taken out a whole fucking like city like Pompeii and shit, and other times, like maybe that's why, maybe that could give some credibility to the fact that it all could be just a story. You know what I'm saying? Like religion and God, maybe it could all just be a story. I know that doesn't make people like very happy, but I'm just thinking, like I'm thinking outside of the box. I'm thinking about every single possibility, like every one. Like, why did they associate him with the ground? Like, is that because they noticed like geysers? You know what I'm saying? Like little like like steam, like like geysers and fucking geothermal spots, of activity that are hot, that'll burn you, and like volcanoes, like maybe there's something to that. But who knows, bro? Who knows? I just don't know how that should be running like our lives nowadays, bro. But like, yeah, I know religion has gotten people through tough times. Many times. Like a lot of things have helped people get through tough times. Like a lot of times it's good to believe in something. Which is why I don't blame anybody. I can't blame it. You know what I'm saying? I know why it still exists today. I feel like some people have probably had the same thoughts as me, you know what I'm saying? Have thought about questioning themselves and questioning about what they believe, but at the end of the day, they're like, maybe if I don't believe in anything, I'll be lost, and I won't have a purpose. And I feel like that may be kind of how I'm feeling right now. I wouldn't necessarily say that I feel super lost. I'm more just like, navigating right now. I'm trying to like find, what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find my shit. I don't know. I guess you can kind of associate that with being lost, but I personally wouldn't see it as being lost. Um, but like this whole time I have been saying like I'm conflicted and I'm confused and I don't know what's what, but I simply just don't know if I feel lost. Maybe I am though. Maybe I'm just being, maybe I just don't want to acknowledge it. But yeah, like if being lost can help me figure some shit out, can help me figure out what's right, can help me figure out the truth, can help me, so I don't be wasting my time. Like I said, I guess, what I'm saying, it wouldn't hurt somebody to like even at least just pretend to be Christian. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could work. I don't think that could work though. I'm pretty sure in the Bible it says that you can't just pretend to love Jesus. You actually have to. Like you actually have to mean it. Otherwise, he can just like see right through you and he'll know that you're just faking it. But yeah, like people could be doing it just for like insurance or just because like they're scared. Like what if I don't have anything to believe in? And I totally can see that. Like sometimes people can feel lost if they don't have like a higher motive. They don't have a higher something to depend upon. Like what I'm saying. Like I feel like people feel like they might lose their ground. They might lose their something, or they're scared that everything like what they've believed throughout their whole entire life. Like nobody wants to get told that what they believed like 30 years of their whole life, 40 years of their life, like what I'm saying, was pretty much almost controlled and led their lives, like what they've kind of based their lives upon for like 30 years. Nobody wants to hear that it could possibly be fake. Like it's super easy to be closed-minded. It's super easy to not give a fuck what anybody says about it. I mean, the Bible pretty much says people are going to tell you to do something else. The Bible says I am all there is. You know what I'm saying? Like I am the God. I am everything. You are going to worship me, nobody else. And I'm pretty sure it tells you like don't even listen to that stuff. I feel like what I'm saying, like a true God would say, go ahead, listen to it. It's not gonna sound, what I'm saying, it might sound a bit appealing, but there ain't gonna be no truth to it. Like I feel like that's what God would have said. He would have said, you know what I got going up out here, bro, is so gangster that I don't give a, what I'm saying, I don't care. Like you go ahead, do your research on whatever else you want. I know you're gonna come back anyway, cause you're gonna see how great I am. You're gonna feel me, right? You're gonna feel how all the great stuff I do. And like I said, when people go to church, they say that they feel things, right? My dad's made the analogy that, you feel a stomach